Thank you everyone for gathering together with me tonight. I felt called to do a reading tonight for those folks who are feeling uncertain or going through a certain time in their lives where they are feeling uncertain. They're not exactly what's going on. There's just feelings of not knowing what's going to happen or which way to go. So for some reason, Spirit called me to do this tonight, so I'm doing this for you. I happen to be recording this video during a time when the world is being faced with something called COVID-19. But this reading is timeless. You may be watching it a year from now, and if you are going through a time where you feel that something is uncertain in your life and you're resonating with that, then this is for you. So I've taken some time to meditate on the cards already, and I shuffled out the piles. So tonight we're doing 3 piles. The first one is, and it's a little dark in here, I don't know if you can see this, but it's red strawberries is pile 1. Then I have this orange for pile 2, and this yellow banana is pile 3, and I don't know why, but, well, I'll tell you that part later. Okay, so go ahead, choose the pile that most resonates with you. Take a minute to close your eyes, and if sometimes you feel like, oh, I don't know which one to choose, I feel drawn to this, a little exercise that I do sometimes that helps me is I'll say, Spirit, show me the pile of messages that most resonates with me right now and what I need to hear. Show me in the box. Okay? So you can ask that question, and in this case it would be show me the piece of fruit. Sometimes it might be show me the crystal or a certain object or a color or a number or whatever, however the piles are set up. But you can go ahead and take a minute to just close your eyes, ask the question, show me in the box, okay? And then just let your imagination take over here a little bit. Your subconscious mind is coming up to meet your conscious mind, and you create a visual scene, okay? So a lot of times I'll imagine myself going to a sacred space where I'm going to receive the messages that Spirit has for me, right? So, and it could be all different kinds of scenes. Maybe you're opening the door to some kind of sacred building or whatever. Or maybe it's a nature scape, or maybe it's something totally different, right? But make the scene really vivid. What are you wearing? Look down at your toes. What does it smell like? What does it feel like? Is the air warm? Is it cold? Is it moist and damp? Is it hot and dry? Is there a certain smell? Look around and get a clear picture, right? And once you're in this space, whatever it is, wherever it is, suddenly you see a box, okay? And I want you to walk to the box, and I want you to pick up the box with your hands. I want you to notice what it looks like, what color is it, what designs are on it, what does it feel like in your hands? Is it smooth? Is it rough? Is it soft? Is it wooden? Is it metal, brass, silver, gold? Is it glass? And feel it. What does it feel like on your fingers? Okay? So we're getting really familiar with the feel of this box. Next, I want you to lift the latch with your fingers. I want you to see yourself doing this. Pull up that lid. What do you see? Is it a banana, an orange, or strawberries? The first thing you see is the pile for you. Okay? And let's begin. Okay? So, pile number 1. If you resonated with red strawberries, something uncertain in your life right now could have to do with your root chakra. So maybe it's something about where you're living, your home environment. Maybe it has to do something with your career or finances or money, a feeling of stability. Okay, so if it's a little uncertain right now, the question I posed to Spirit was, what do they need to know to help guide them to certainty? Okay, so away from uncertainty and to a feeling of certainty, okay? So these are the cards that came out for you. And Spirit, just go ahead and start showing us the messages here. I'm just going to shuffle them out. Okay? So I'm getting two things here. The Hierophant came out. Some of you are facing uncertainty with a father figure, and it has to do with your housing situation. Maybe you're moving out from a controlling father figure, maybe, or of somebody who's been very authoritative, not necessarily controlling. Maybe that could be a shadow aspect of their personality. Also, some of you are feeling very spiritually uncertain. Okay, and feeling spiritually uncertain is affecting somehow your sense of security, your sense of having a solid foundation. Okay, so for some of you, this literally has to do with your house, and some of you, this has to do with feeling spiritually secure, as in who you are. Maybe some of you are really uncertain about who you are. Maybe some of you are really looking around and, looking at Earth through new eyes, and looking at human beings through new eyes, and looking at yourself through new eyes, right? Coming into some kind of spiritual awakening. So the Empress. So you guys are birthing a whole new sense of yourself through this new eyes, this new awareness, okay? It's like being reborn, okay? Like, a lot of times you'll hear that in religious groups, right? For people who go through a spiritual awakening, whether it's through a religious group or not, there's a sense of feeling reborn. So I think a message for that Spirit is saying is, it's okay that you're not exactly sure who you are or where you're going to be living, okay? For those of you, for some reason, some of you, it's a house. Your house is coming to you as you speak, okay? So it's about trusting that the manifestation is already on its way. And for some of you who are feeling spiritually unsure, you are birthing a whole new understanding of yourself, okay? So In a transition, when something dies off, when a snake sheds its skin, right, in that period of transition, what is the snake? It's still a snake, that's true, but it's totally new. And it gets really messy and kind of chaotic and confusing and stuff like that during the whole, it gets a little ugly, right? When the skin is being shed and coming off, okay? It gets a little messy when you're moving, right? And things are crazy and chaotic, you don't know what's going on. Okay, so Spirit is saying, trust that the rebirth is coming to you as we speak, okay? Let that trust move you into a sense of certainty, okay? A feeling that your feeling of safety is renewed. Your feeling of security is renewed. It's reborn in a whole new way that's bigger and better, because that's what happens here. When something is taken down, it is to make space for something bigger and better always. Okay? We are born of an infinite spirit. We are, at our core, infinite spiritual beings. And what does that mean? It means limitless potential. It means limitless possibilities and opportunities, okay? What else do we need to know to bring us closer to a feeling of certainty, dear Spirit? In the folks' lives who chose the strawberries tonight, who want to know about their roots, who want to know about their foundations. So it's the moon in reverse. So a new day is dawning, okay? The night is passing by. Yes, it is just about trusting. It is right before the dawn, dear folks. It is right before the dawn. And it is so incredibly difficult right now, isn't it? I know. The struggle is intense, okay? You're feeling panicky. You're feeling frantic. Some of you feel unsafe at night. And some of you don't know where you're going to live. Your feelings of safety and security are severely being tested. Okay? This is the Three of Swords. This is about a house dividing. This is also about mental thought constructions that are lies. Okay? So again, some of you have been driven out of your houses because of division with your family members. You need to trust that this separation is bringing you closer to that secure feeling, okay? You thought you felt secure before, and then you decided that you were going to leave this situation. Okay? Or some of you were driven out by force or something like that, I'm hearing. And you are dipping down into an even darker pit of instability. Okay? Oh gosh. Ace of Swords. This decision is going to bring you closer to the light of day than ever before. The decision to do that, you might be questioning, oh my gosh, this is causing me more suffering and confusion and panic and loss than I even had in the first place. Did I make the right choice? What am I doing? I don't know where I'm going to live, some of you are saying. Others of you, like I said, it's a spiritual insecurity. You might regret, in a way, waking up a little bit more to who you are, because now you have this deeper understanding and a deeper responsibility. It's freaking you out. The point is It's real dark right now, folks. And it's always the darkest before the dawn. It's just true, okay? Hang in there. Hang in there, okay? Look. It's always the darkest before the dawn. Your manifestation is on its way, okay? Your energetic field is pregnant with the manifestation that you had intended a short time ago, and it's almost here, so you just need to hang in there. This is the pivotal point where you need to detach. Two of Cups. This decision is going to bring you into more love, okay? A deeper understanding of love for yourself, and of love for others. And for some of you leaving the household, maybe it was a partner you're leaving, I don't know. I thought it was a father figure at first. It could be a partner, maybe it's a husband. But the point is, you're making space for greater love to enter into your life, to flow like never before, and to invite passion into what you do. The folks of you who waken up to who you really are, and you're scared at night, and you don't know what you want to do for a living anymore because it doesn't satisfy your soul, and you now want to satisfy your soul,